Alright, Captains, it is time for the German Navy's premium Tier 6 cruiser, Graf Spee. Now I say cruiser with a big old asterisk by it because this ship is armed with battleship quality guns, which means wrecking cruiser citadels is most certainly stewed cooking. A big old piece of lovely citadel cake. Nom nom. Now I know there are going to be a lot of Spee captains who say spam the HE in this thing, but nine! Do not do it, captains. Use the armor piercing on those red enemy cruisers and collect yourself those lovely red ribbons. And probably a couple of black ones along the way too. Because for every overpin that leaves you scratching your head saying "Was ist das?" a citadel or two is just around the corner. Regardless of whether it's tier 5, 6, 7, hello Yorkie, or 8, the Graf Spee will most certainly raid your citadel and send you to the briny deep. And even though the Spee is armed with battleship cannons, she can still put them to work quite effectively against the little scumbags of the game, destroyers. But you can't use the high explosive shells, which is probably recommended. The AP works just as well for sending them on to their next game. Or at least back to their fleet, crying in the milk. But the big question I'm sure you're asking yourself is, how does the Graf Spee handle herself against big old battleships given that she is armed with battleship guns? Well, she does alright, as I've only actually ever citadeled an enemy battleship in a training room session at damn near point blank ranges. But fret not, in the real world, in the real life action, this AP does quite a nasty number into the battleship's superstructures. Again, this is where a lot of captains will probably say spam HE, but you're seeing, look at some of these rolls. They're not citadels, but 8,000s here and there. Look at that Bismarck, 8,300 round 2, 8,300 into the Bismarck. And up and up and up, and this is quite consistent. As you're seeing with the numerous replays that I'm showing you guys, I could pepper you with a whole bunch more, but I think the point has definitely been made. The AP can work into the battleships that you face. But speaking of faces, be prepared to have yours punched in thoroughly time and time again, as you'll probably be like I am and forget that my battleship guns do not mean battleship armor. Ow! That citadel can get touched in a very nasty way time and time again through your cruiser armor. It is a bit trolly at times, but holy guacamole, that ringing in your ears. Now, if this ship wasn't quirky enough, comes one of her best quirks of them all, and that of course is her torpedoes. Yes, that is right. As a cruiser, she is armed with torpedoes, 8 kilometers in range, mounted on the rear, but one hell of a crazy firing arc allows the Graf Spee to go almost dead on straight ahead and still launch your torpedoes of doom for those carpe diem solo YOLO rushes and or sneaking around islands for a little ninja attack. The torpedo alpha strike damage is quality enough in and of itself, but when you couple that with the battleship guns, it can be a very devastating 1-2 punch. Then again, sometimes your front guns will punch people's lights out all in the onesies. Good night, Fiji. Good night, Omaha. Of course, everybody punches out them Omahas. But the Graf Spee can certainly be the good night ship, saying "Slav good to you." And to you, sir. Whether it's a devastating strike or the sit-wrecking good night shots with your main guns, or the Was ist das torpedo run. The Graf Spee certainly is a quirky little ship, packed with lots of surprises. Alright, Captains, well, I have a full replay in store for you guys. As this is a premium ship, I will have a dollars and cents portion after the replay, which I will explain my buyer's guide on this ship. So as always, check for the timestamps in the description box below. But for the replay you're about to watch, it is a long one, it is a full one, but I think it's packed with a lot of good tactical information that will really help the Graf Spee captains survive, especially in the upper tier matchmaking environment that the Spee unfortunately sees more often than not. So while you can most certainly sit back and enjoy this one, I definitely recommend maybe a pen and paper to take notes on how to, and probably, as always, how not to Graf Spee. Alright, this match sees us bottom tier in a tier 8 matchup. There's a good number of tier 8s in there, including tier 7 carriers. On the map, Neighbors. I am, of course, division with my buddy Minnow. Alright, delving right into my captain skills. I do run this captain more often than not on my Graf Spee, but this is technically my Tuppence captain. So I run preventative maintenance, keep my stuff working, expert marksman to turn my battleship guns, superintendent for more heal packs, concealment expert, because that is actually a quite nice skill on this ship. Takes you down to like 11.2 kilometers after everything. And then of course, manual AA. I'm really looking forward to adding AFT to the complement to extend my range of my AA. And I know probably a lot of you are like, what? Manual AA? What is that crap? But stay tuned. And of course, in my modules and upgrades, it's a pretty basic stuff, the rudder shift, fire prevention, and whatnots. Premium consumables as always. And for my flags, the usual stuff. The secondaries and my captain skills and speed. That's right, I do use speed because she is a cruiser, and speed is a very sweet mistress for this ship. You want to court her so that you may stay alive. Alright, well, we have the South Central Eastern Spawn. And of course, this is just a standard battle, so there are no really caps to contest for except your own bases. We do have the Sky Cancer, of course, and it is an enemy Saipan, which does mean tier 9 quality planes versus my little tier 6 manual AA and defensive fire. You can run Hydro, and of course, tally ho, there are some Sky Cancer right there. You can run Hydro in this thing, but as that's more of an anti-DD, and I don't really find myself in anti-DD engagements with this thing, because I feel this ship is a lot like a hybrid between the German battleship around the Bayern and Scharnhorst kind, because it's basically the same guns as the Scharnhorst. Of course, you got the torpedoes and a bit of a funky armament, but a Russian cruiser hybrid, because you are very fragile and you need to stay alive and at range. Kind of interesting. Now I am going to open up engagement on this Cleveland that was turned in just a wee bit of broadside. I think he was changing speed though, so those are probably all going to miss. We do have torpedo bombers going after our sole DD, so I do pop my AA, my defensive fire, and we do take down a Sky Cancer. We got one down. Of course, I am using manual AA to click on the screen. I'm now focused on those fighters to get rid of his fighters, because Saipan fighters are just nasty, and if we can eliminate those from the board, that would definitely help our carrier breathe a sigh of relief. I took down one of them. I took down two of them, and I fired on the fellow Graf Spee, my kin, and I took down 9,000 of his health points. Nice, excellent. Now there was the enemy DD, the Akatsuki. Looks like he launched his torpedoes, and Minnow is going to take one for the team. Jumped on those grenades, jumped on those torpedoes to save our ships behind us. I don't think there's anybody behind it, but I'm going to try to put the nicest face on it as possible, because Minnow just got dead strike. I'm sorry, brother. I shall avenge thee on this Graf Spee with a Citadel. 10,000 points of damage. Sweetness. Oh, poor Minnow. Anyway, alright, game is afoot. Argata is in the torpedo soup. Oh, the Graf Spee got taken down by Argata. Good, excellent. Good job, brother. But unfortunately, Argata is in the SHIT, in the shit, and he is in danger position. Now as a Graf Spee, oh yeah, he took a big old hit from somebody, and he is done. He got KO'd by the enemy York, the tier 7 German cruiser. Yes, now like I was saying at the very beginning, I believe this ship is a hybrid between the mid-tier German battleships and the Soviet cruiser lines. I'm thinking of like Fetchez and even the Chapayev, and of course the Donskoy, where you have to stay at your maximum effective range, especially at the very beginning of the matches, captains. And especially at a tier 8 match like this is. I need to stay at my maximum effective range and lob my AP battleship shells onto the enemy targets of opportunity while trying to safeguard my citadel, because she can get touched in a very bad way by everybody that's out there. Now, speaking of touching, this Atago is showing me some chin, and we all love popping Atagos. Come on, RNGesus, look at that dispersion, and one on the butt for 2772. That is a number roll you will see a lot in this ship. 2772 and 840. Ooh, Edinburgh Part. He is not popped a smoke yet. Come on, guns are reloaded. 20-second reload. Very nice for battleship kind of levels. Can we delete this Edinburgh? And speak of the devil, he shall appear. 840 points of damage. Boo. Now that looks like some Akatsuki torpedoes coming in. I do, of course, engage my fighters with my manual AA for my long-range cannons that I think boosted up to about 100 level. I do fire on that York before he gets brought on the island, and one penetration for no damage. At least I fired my rear turrets on that New Mexico. Maybe get an overpen for 0 damage. What is that? Penetration and an overpen for 0 damage off of 2 ships. Boo, RNGesus. Sometimes this ship is just RNGesus. It's like a big old FU. It ain't happening, man. It just ain't happening. But then there are other times, like hopefully now when I fire on this Yorkie, pop this Yorkie right in the mouth, get him off the board. That'd be a really nice one. Okay, here we go. Rear turret is turned around now. They do turn pretty nicely for expert marksman though on this cruiser, but boom! 4,200 points of damage. 5 overpens on that Yorkie. Boom! Why wasn't one of those, or at least 2 of those, a Citadel where I could just good night shot him? Oh crap! I'm probably gonna get caught on fire by this Yorkie. Yep, I am on fire from the York. I was getting a little too ahead of myself in there, so I had to make a U-turn and come back and try to, I'm going to say, help out my fleet with the AA. 840 again on the Yorkie. Come on, boo. Can we pop this guy, send him home, send him on to his next game? Oh man, I'm still always conscious about the aircraft. If you're gonna run AA spec on this bad boy, ow. I took one in the tuchus from the turpets. All it took is one shot, and there goes a big chunk of my health right there. Films the tuchus. But yes, if you're gonna run the AA build on any of these ships, guys, you really have to be a support role. Took down another Sky Cancer. Excellent. 1. Come on, go get. There's another one. 2. Now work on us fighters. You really have to be mindful of your positioning within your fleet, your AA range, and how best you can help your fleet out, be support unit, and take down these Sky Cancers. All right. Tuppets. He took a torpedo or 2. He's on fuego. So let's work on him with some AP rounds. Took down 2 more planes. Sweetness. And boom! 5,600 points of damage. Nice. I know some of you captains think of battleship guns, you should be like 10,000 or more, but it's not really. It is, but it isn't. You kind of have to reevaluate your expectations with this ship and these so-called battleship guns, because that kind of shot right there, 5,600 on the Tuppets, is a very nice one for any cruiser of like tier. So when you get that rolling this thing and up, those are good hits. Those are the hits that you really want. So be proud, be happy when you get them. Because of course then you're going to get those 841 too. So boo. Okay. Cycling back around, Gneisenau, our Hipper, and our Warspite. It's a tough one. It's a tough battle. There are a lot of big uglies just on the other side of there. And of course the enemy DD is still hanging around, and that Edinburgh. Edinburgh is a nasty mamma jamma. We all know how bad those Scots are. So I'm going to try to move around, still lending my support. Our new Gneisenau is hurting big time right now. Yeah, he's getting some loving from that Turpets, and probably the Warspite too. Going to try to get him off the board. I want to try to keep my AA suite around this Gneisenau for the time being. I'm going to fire on this Warspite because the Warspite is kind of squishy, unfortunately. So I'm going to aim for that conic tower, and 840 again. 1 shell destruction, 1 bounce, and 1 overpen. Boo this man. Come on, RNGesus, work with me here, man. Alright, Fuso, Warspite, and Zaturpitz is hurting bad. He is definitely run. I cannot reach out and touch him. Don't have the spider aircraft for this, so come on, War Spike, give me, come on, Papa needs a new pair of shoes, big money, fire! Aim for the Conings Tower, aim for the castle, and touchdown! 7,700 points of damage off of 3 penetrations, 1 overpen, and 1 bounce. Not too bad, not too shabby, I gotta say so. Looks like the Saipan was maybe going for a little strike on our carrier. Oh, that's not too good. So I'm going to keep on swinging around and head towards the midsection, because I still think that enemy destroyer is down there. We got a kind of a big open middle right here that he may actually be able to go after our Gneisenau and or our carrier. So I need to kind of reposition. And besides, I don't want to be anywhere near those big uglies. I've been lucky knocking on my wood, and oh, there we go. I knew it. Akatsuki, you're coming into the danger zone. I'm coming for you. Besides, I might be able to shoot down some of these Saipan planes as they're heading back to Mama. Yeah, that's right. Come on, keep just sending them back in a straight line. And let me work on it with my manual AA, my crappy little DS6 guns. But I live in hope. Okay, Akatsuki definitely popped his smoke because our carrier's planes and his carrier planes, they're going to spot him and keep him detected. So I got to be mindful. Of course, he can see me because I'm detected by air. So I got to worry about his torpedoes. This is a chance where definitely Hydro could work. I'm also paying attention, to these Warspite in this New Mexico. Are they shooting at me? All right, good. I'm going to fire on that new Max. Oh, I took down another plane. Excelente. Because these guns are pretty good at reloading. 33, nice. Oh, there he is. These guns are good at reloading quickly. It would be nice to have adrenaline rush, which is something I am thinking about maybe, but here we go, Akatsuki. This is the money shot right here for all the glory, and good night, Akatsuki. Enemy DD gone. That's right, our boy was saying CB killed the DD. No need, man. Graf Spee's on it. I got this. Oh man, and speaking of going crazy though, our Warspite is going YOLO, going against the other Warspite, New Mexico and Zetupets, plus the Edinburgh that is hiding in his little smoke again. Yep, there he is. So our Warspite is probably not going to be too much longer afloat. Oh, this is dangerous. Our Hipper, he's putting in some work though, I can see that. Oh, Edinburgh. Oh, that looks like a turn stop pop smoke maneuver that I have made so mine. Now let's see if I can pop him. Fire full effect on that Emperor. Oh, our Hipper put on a good hit on him too. And can I seal the deal for a Citadel? Oh my god, did you see that? Oh, I left him with 3 points of health before he engaged the crazy British cruiser heel. Oh my word. Oh, why didn't I get 3 more points? Just a little bit, another bucket of water, and that would have sunk his butt. Oh, boo. But enemy aircraft inbound. I'm working on the fighter aircraft to try to save our bombers, and of course those torpedoes, I'm thinking he's probably coming for me, but he could pop me probably at any time if he really wanted to, so he's probably going to go for our battleships first. So I'm working on the Sky Cancer, pop my defensive A, fired on the Otago, try to pop him at the same time, working on his planes. Oh, 848 again. Boo that RNGesus. Boo. Oh, AA is still working. Nom, these Sky Cancers. Come on. Otago, Uno Mas, he's juking and jiving. He's getting chased by our fleet that was actually engaged on the western side. They had their own little fight they were trying to deal with. A little bit out of position at the moment, but that's the way the engagements go. And I wipe out the Otago for about 1,000 points of damage. I'll take it. Look, he'll secure there, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do when we can do it. All right, the game is pretty close. Warspite is over there. I could probably shoot over that island. Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. Why the heck not? Maybe take down a tree or two. Here we go. But Saipan is hurting. He's gonna be dead probably to our big old battleships that are moving in. Oh, 2,500 off of 3 overpens. That's okay. But all right, we are up on points. And you know what? It's time. I think it's time to go say hello to these boys back there. The Saipan is finally gone. Sky Cancer is gone. So this is the maneuver, guys. We have, a Tirpitz is hiding probably somewhere by their cap. We got a Warspite, a New Mexico, and an Edinburgh, and a Fuso that are still hanging around, steaming full charge to our cap, and I'm the closest one to it besides our carrier. Not a good position to beat. Oh, there is the Tirpitz. So the Tirpitz is the only enemy ship at their cap. We have 4 ships, including Sky Cancer, that could probably work on the Tirpitz. And then just little old me to try to reset our cap or try to take down some of these big uglies if I can. Now the Tirpitz is in range, but I don't want to fire on him because yes, there is the Warspite coming into play. Oh, look at that. You can see my ring on my mini-map of my torpedo range. That Warspite stays on his heading, which he has no reason not to. He should run right into these torpedoes that I'm going to launch. So I'm going to launch my port. I'm going to swing around and try to launch my starboard side as well because the torpedoes are actually, they do reload kind of quickly. Look at that, 1.5 minutes or so on the reload. It's going to take that long just for the 2 of us to meet because the Warspite, she is a pretty slow bird. And, oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to launch this set as well. Oh, this could be glorious. He is kind of turning and slowing up a little bit. And I am detected hard copy by somebody, probably the Edinburgh. The Edinburgh can out-detect me. We all know how sneaky that thing can be. So, oh, that's crappy. So the Warspite knows I'm coming. And it's probably going to start juking and jiving. And all right, fire up into the big old castle 4. Oh, 2,500 points of damage off of 3 overpins. That's okay. I'll take it. Would like more as always. Oh, and my first set, they just kind of putter out. He maybe juked them, but my second set, they look good. That second set looks really good. The Warspite, of course, is on fire, but come on, eat a torpedo in! Oh my God, did they go under him? What the heck was that, you silky mix, you? Oh, the Warspite, man, that thing can turn on a dime, I swear. So this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Tell my mama I love her. Oh, here come a full broadside from the Warspite right through my face. Anytime, here comes, boom, boom. Look at that white heart bar loving. I return fire and good nighted the Warspite. But oh my word, hit you. Try to recover some health because, put a couple of teeth back in my mouth because I am spitting them like crazy. And hello, New Mexico. Oh, and hello, Edinburgh. Yep, it was Edinburgh that was definitely shooting at me, or that was definitely detecting me. Front guns are finally reloaded. Fire on the Edinburgh. Hopefully pop him before it goes around that island. And oh, I take out a tree and only 1,600 and pop. Oh, I get blasted in the face yet again from the New Mexico. Oh, but my torpedoes are locked and loaded, ready to fire. Starboard set is finally locked on the New Mexico. Here we go. He is not going to be able to outturn these bad man pajamas. I probably only need to land 2. Yeah, definitely 2. It should be able to put him down. Got my front guns locked and loaded just in case. 1 and 2 and oh, he's still alive. No way. Fire the front guns into the superstructure for the good night shot. 1,500 points of damage. Good night, New Mexico. Holy guacamole, though. I have no teeth left. I don't even have Chomper Man left. My 1 tooth because I am down to 1,100 points of health. I got about another 45 seconds for my heal pack to come back. And this Edinburgh can definitely do a number on me and take me down. So you gotta know when to hold them, and know when to walk away, and know when to hide your ass behind an island. Oh, because I cannot go out there. I cannot peek my little chin out there because there's also a Fuso steaming towards our cap that's around about 11 kilometers farther down. So that is well within Fuso deletion level. And there, yes, exactly. I knew it. Edinburgh torpedoes. There's only 2. So that means he's got, another 3 left? And so, yeah, I cannot stick my little nose out of this island. I want to because I can still pop this Edinburgh and take him down. But, the Tirpitz is still up at their enemy cap, dealing with 2 of our battleships at the moment. So this could still swing down. We still have the Sky Cancer who probably is going to try to work on that Edinburgh. I'd probably go for the Fuso or maybe the Tirpitz back up at cap. But, oh man, this is dangerous now. I am kind of sneaking forward just a little bit because remember the Edinburgh can definitely out-detect me 11.2 versus around 10 or so, right? So I can sneak forward. If the Sky Cancer can keep him illuminated and lit, then I could pick my engagement and just go jump out from behind the bushes and go, aha. Yep, there are some more torpedoes, the last torpedoes from the Edinburgh, and he disappears. Oh no, the planes don't have him lit anymore. So I'll launch my spotter, my fighter aircraft. Let's see if I can detect him and maybe be able to pick my engagement because this is dangerous. Yep, he has now finally tripped the cap zone, stopping the count. Our Amagi is going toe-to-toe with the Tirpitz. Bugger. Oh, a minute 30 left on the clock. Yep, there's the Fuso 12 clicks away. He is behind the island at the moment. Oh, there's the Edinburgh. I am detected. Crap. Fire. Hit reverse. Back up. Boop. I don't think those are going to hit. Edinburgh can turn pretty tight, and I just kind of did a little snapshot on that one because the pucker factor was definitely legit. And yeah, okay. I am behind the island, safe again. And our Amagi took down the Turpits. Oh, there we go. 200-point advantage. We are in the cap. A minute left on the clock. They're not going to be able to cap that out, especially if our Sky Cancer can. And our Sky Cancer saying, Graf Spee engage. Man. That is crazy. Yeah, exactly. No. I got no time to explain it. I'd like to pop out there, but I can't anymore. If maybe I had spotted those guys just a wee bit earlier, about a minute or two ago, I might have been able to pop onto that Edinburgh, but he is now concealed in the smoke. You can see the smoke over there, and there's just no way. If I turn that corner now, that Fuso would see me, and yeah, it'd just be no bueno. I can't, man. We're too close. Less than 30 seconds left on the clock. We're going to do it. We're going to win all points. You know, it's at times like this, captains, where you got to be smart. You got to recognize what's going on in the game, where you are, where your team is at, the time on the clock, the time on cap, who's going to win on points if you just let the clock run out. You know, it's not necessarily the most honorable, I guess, because you're not going down swinging, but you do like to collect the W for the hard day's work. And today was definitely a hard day's work for the Graf Spee in the Tier 8 matchup. And it was a good day's work. Look at that, captains. 87, we'll call it 88,000 points of damage off of 51 shell strikes, 2 torpedoes, 4 kills, 2 citadels. But look at that, 14 plane kills. Nice. Cha-ching. Those were Saipan Tier 9 planes. Nom. For the Dreadnought. Yep, definitely. I took a lot of punches. I took 2 big old punches right in the face in that one. I got no teeth left. I ain't purdy no more, but I lived to finish. Second. Look at that. Mr. Hipper putting in some work. 1948 base XP. Beat out Mr. Graf Spee. Yours truly with 4 kills, 14 plane kills for 1,868 base XP in a Tier 8 matchup. Not bad for the Graf Spee. And poor Minnow, the strongest ship in the fleet, holding up everybody else on the charts.
1 plane kill. You know, songs will be sung of this day.
Yep, that'd be definitely a Billboard Top 1,000 song. Good job, Minnow. And in the D tier report, pretty cut and dry. I didn't use any high explosives, but 120 AP shots fired, 53 landed, not a bad, that's just under 50%, but for 71,000 points of damage. That's a pretty good return. That's over 1,300 points of damage per AP shell fire. 12 torpedoes fired, 2 landed for 15,000 points of damage. Secondaries and flooding and fire, no floods but fires, you know, it's all pretty, that's pittance right there. So the big money maker was coming from the guns with the supplemental torpedo damage income. And speaking of income after taxes with the premium account, 361,000 credits earned. Not a bad payday for the Tier 6 premium. With just a standard account, 200,000. Cha-ching. Alright, captains, now for just a brief dollars and cents review of the Graf Spee as to whether or not you should spend real world money on the Spee. Now, like I said at the very beginning, most of us got this ship for free, so hopefully Wargaming will do another Graf Spee mission in the future, and then you too can win yourself this ship. And with that being said, I would recommend that you all wait for that to happen. The Spee is a fun, quirky little ship, and she, like I said, she is a amalgamation between what I believe the German mid-tier battleships and Soviet cruisers. The fragile Soviet cruiser gameplay of not getting popped and staying at your range until the late engagement, and then of course being able to get in there in that late engagement with your battleship guns and the good night shots, and then your good crazy torpedo arcs and potent power that they have. I mean, it really is a weird blend between the two, making this a very unique ship, unlike anything else that currently exists in the tech tree or honestly in premium ships. But that quirkiness does not make her a good buy, especially for captains that are looking for specific trainer ships for the German Navy. You can't go wrong with the Tirpitz or the Scharnhorst. Those are just two bad mamma jammas that will print you credits like crazy and retrain captains like crazy. And they synergize well with the German cruiser gameplay. Maybe not necessarily the German DDs, I mean, who plays those? But but they do synergize with the cruiser. So I go for the Graf Spee when you can go for the Tirpitz or the Scharnhorst or even the Prince Eugen. I know the Eugen, I haven't done the Eugen yet. I probably won't because I don't actually have the ship yet, but the Eugen is a Hipper clone, and the Hipper is a good ship. Her and I didn't get along very well, but the Eugen can also be a very good tier 8 captain trainer, and it could synergize a lot better with the German destroyers. If money isn't an option for you and you like the quirky ships, well, definitely give the Graf Spee a go because she is quirky to the Q. She is just crazy in her armors, her guns, and her torpedoes. A definite buy if you like the funky little chicken ships. Alright, captains, well, that was the German Navy's premium tier 6 cruiser / battleship, pocket battleship, Graf Spee. This is definitely a ship from history that many people will know, even naval historian noobs like myself know of the Graf Spee. And I gotta say, I'm very happy to have been awarded this ship through the in-game competition and missions that Wargaming they routinely put out, because I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in it. I'm not putting up stellar games like I do in my other ships, but pound for pound, she is my best performing cruiser at tier 6. As a battleship though, at tier 6 though, she is my worst performing battleship, not by a lot, but it's a crazy little niche that this ship fits, and she fits it well. There are many captains out there that poo-poo on the Graf Spee, but I hope that after watching the highlights and watching the video, you'll give this girl another go and a fairer shake. But in any case, captains, I hope you all enjoyed the video and learned a little bit about how to or how not to spay. So as always, I thank you, captains, for watching, and until next time, I will see y'all in game. Have fun, fair seas.